Jeff Thompson to Vivian Richards.
Shot.
Tremendous timing there by Viv Richards. As I mentioned before, we've had a lot of rain in Sydney. The grass is fairly long out there, but that ball, no trouble at all in reaching the boundary rope. Viv Richards didn't hit it all that hard. It's a wonderful timer of the ball, and that is probably his favourite shot.
Greg Chappell won the toss and elected to bowl. His runs are bowled 5 overs for only 12 runs. It's a good start for them. It's Thompson. Push that through cover gap, didn't really hit it. Run away for 3.
Dennis Lilly to Richards.
Beautifully played.
Well, it doesn't matter how good a bowler you are. If you make a mistake in length with Viv Richards, it's usually very expensive.
Malone, who's been so economical since his record of the Australian team, now bowls his first ball of the match to Desmond Haynes. And he's got him straight away. He breaks through. The ball played onto the stumps, and what a magnificent breakthrough that is for the Australians. Desmond Haynes out, bowled by Malone, to a ball which seemed to nip back just a little bit, was played onto the stumps. And just a loosen up delivery from Mick Malone, just trundling in. Desmond Haynes, who's been out of form, getting an inside edge, dragging it back onto the stump. He could hardly believe it, but Mick Malone could. And the second West Indies wicket down now at 23. Malone to Gomes. Well, he beats the outside edge. What a great over this is from Malone. It could so easily have been a straightforward catch to the keeper or slip. Gomes, one of these players that just seems to have an ounce of luck, Tony, always at the start of an innings. And it's going to be Len Pascoe again. He hasn't got a wicket yet. Lee has one, Malone has the other. Pascoe to Vivian Richards. Oh, beautiful shot. Lovely place through the offside field, and that's going to make the boundary. Beautiful 4 there, through extra cover by Vivian Richards. So Pascoe over pitching just a little there. And a third boundary this afternoon for Vivian Richards. Well pitched up. Richards just easing into the shot. The placement was there. There's really no chance at mid-off. Top form, Viv Richards. Coming to get on that front foot. Pascoe perhaps looking for the Yorker. That was an excellent shot. Pascoe again. Once again over pitching. This time misfielded by Dennis Lilly. That was a bad miss by him. He might have got a slightly bad bounce, but that was a bad miss, and it's resulted in Vivian Richards getting 2 runs. Oh, what a great shot. Straight down the ground. That very nearly took Len Pascoe's head off. Vivian Richards gave that some hammer. Really going after Len Pascoe, and Pascoe didn't know that that came back on the full. It was only after him that he had realised that it had gone past from the full, and then he was disappointed perhaps that he hadn't thrown out the hand, but very lucky for him probably that he didn't. It was hit with tremendous power. Pascoe to Gomes. He's gone, that's out. Corkville, what a great breakthrough for Australia. Larry Gomes, who's provided the West Indians with so much stability in their batting, is out. Caught on the leg side of Lenny Pascoe, and have a look at his face. Well, the Australians set that one up nicely. You could see them attacking the leg stump of Gomes. He's been a prolific scorer behind square leg this time, but this time getting it fine. And look at Rodney Marsh, getting across, diving, clutching onto it. And Len Pascoe, with the breakthrough for Australia, brought back into the Australian side and gets the key scorer in the West Indies team of late, Larry Gomes, out for 3, and West Indies 3 for 40. Mick Malone bowls to Vivian Richards.
Richards now giving himself room. Seems as if he feels he's been there long enough. That's the kind of shot that we've seen so often from Viv Richards in past seasons here in Australia. Not very regular this season.
Magnificent below that. Played very coolly by Richards. Malone to Fayed Backus.
And that's in the air. Square leg comes around, not quite being able to get there. And a tumbling save by John Dyson. That's that on take 2. Fine return from Dyson. Made a desperate effort to get to that one. Lifted by Backus.
Never really in the hunt to reach it, but in the end it was a great save. Dyson's pulled off some splendid fielding on this ground in recent times.
Here's Malone's first delivery. And that's over the top of mid-on. Well struck by Backus. 4 runs. Certainly has looked very good in the last 3 innings he's played. And that was a good confident shot.
Malone to Fayed Backus.
That's in the air, a catch for someone, Thompson under it, or is it? Yes, Hughes takes the catch. Backus caught Hughes, Bull Malone 24 for 79, the West Indies. Swirling high catch, he had a long time to think about it. And Tim Hughes eventually held it safely.
And Vivian Richards is none too pleased about this. He gave Fayed Backus a long, hard look as he walked past him there. There was no smile about it. Nicely judged by Kim Hughes. And it's 4 for 79.
Mick Malone, who will now start his last over. He's bowled his 10 in succession. Now to Richards. And that's a fine 50 by Viv Richards. Captain of the team today, and it's rarely been a captain's knock. Seeing wickets fall with great regularity. 4 of them gone. A weakened batting team appreciating his role, the importance of his presence in the middle, and he's got 50 now out of 82 from 80 deliveries faced, 110 minutes.
Jeff Thompson to Vivian Richards.
Oh, crashed that, threw it off. Really coming around from the straight position. Well, you couldn't hit it much harder than that. I think brings up the 100 for the West Indies. And if Richards has decided to take over.
Well, that really was an incredible shot from Viv Richards. Man of Jeff Thompson's pace doesn't get treated like that too often. Picked it up from about leg stump. That ball was carried within a couple of yards of the boundary rope. It really didn't go much higher than about 10 feet all the way. Real line drive, that, and bouncing just inside the rope. Real spectator killer.
Jeff Thompson has taken some punishment from Viv Richards over the years, but here the great fast bowler strikes back.
Oh, he fouled him. Wow, he was just giving himself a bit of room, and it was a disappointing shot from the West Indian point of view, but it's a great one for Australia. A good ball by Thompson. It was full.
Well, Viv Richards has been giving himself a bit of room and trying to slap them through the covers, and that's a very good piece of bowling by Jeff Thompson. Kept it well up and straight at the stumps, and a very disappointed Viv Richards, who's played particularly well for his 64, goes back to the pavilion. The West Indies 5 for 103.